I am not lonely despite being alone. I would rather have my little feast by myself than have to make excruciating conversation with someone who repulses me 1,000 times over. As I suspected, hoped, up the corner from my apartment sprang a market this Saturday morning. I saw the rolled-up awnings earlier and guessed. Plus, below my balcony, I could see people walking to and fro with their market bags. So I made my way as well. Tomatoes, mounds of lettuce and other greens, baskets of mushrooms, cases and cases of cheese, fresh fish, snails, several chair repairers, upholsterers, fresh bread, pastries, and flowers. resist any longer. I bought a small pot of red geraniums from a cheerful man who wished me a hearty bonne journée. I walked home excitedly and placed it on a little iron shelf in my balcony. I now have flowers in Paris. I know I can't take it home to the States with me, but I've already devised a plan to plant it somewhere surreptitiously, in a small park somewhere, before I leave. I then walked to Georges Brassens Park, having heard of a book market in the weekends. But nothing. Maybe tomorrow? I know it will all be French language books, but still, I want to browse, handle volumes, and run my hand down the spines. Set in a shady alcove framed by ivy and low trees. It is a warm, sunny day and birds are singing. I ate my healthy little lunch. Families and couples stroll by in front of me. Occasionally, a child atop a meek Shetland pony slowly ambles along, its mother leading with a protective hand on a bridle. Always the mother. This is ordinary Paris, without the glut of tourists such as by the Eiffel Tower or Jardin de Luxembourg. This is where I would go were I to live here. Yesterday I gazed at realty notices stickered outside glass windows and dreamt. Last night too, or early this morning, I fantasized again. Were I to sell my house, rent it out maybe. I want to ask for at least a year here. Ask? The universe, maybe? Whoever's in charge of things. As I slowly meandered my way out, headed to a flea market 15 minutes away, I finally found the book market. Oh, it was glorious! Under a covered sloping roof made out of wrought iron, with tables and tables of old hardcovers, postcards, yellowed paperbacks, art books. My heart almost burst. I handed down 3 paperbacks in English and purchased them for €5. Yes, I know I broke my promise just made last night, but I couldn't leave without buying anything. The American by Henry James, The Go-Between by L.P. Hartley, and Breakfast at Tiffany's by Truman Capote. They're thin, light, and easily portable. I'm only on my 3rd day here and already 6 books. I wonder how much it would cost to mail them home. I have books and flowers now. I'm rich.
J'ai besoin de toi pour te devoir. un lâcheur. Riquichine des 45 tours, au bus de mort, c'est pas mon jour. Puis on propose vélo sa sœur. C'est pas facile, c'est pas facile de trouver un copain dimanche matin.
After the book market, I went to the Montrouge cemetery. Small and quiet. Only me and an old woman who looked at me disapprovingly. beauty I can only find in a quiet graveyard, a special kind of calm. I am drawn to the lichen-covered graves, the stone statues so old their faces have been worn down by time. Perhaps, especially when I'm in a crowded, busy, noisy city like Paris, an out-of-the-way cemetery such as this one is a balm to my introverted soul. I then bought a baguette and pain au chocolat from a boulangerie, cheese from a fromagerie, and strawberries and prosciutto from a small corner market. The woman at the boulangerie mocked my French, repeating everything I said with a laugh. I'm not fluent in any way, but at least I'm trying my best. However, the sting of her ridicule vanishes with the beauty of a fresh baguette I was given. I made the long ride and walk to the banks of the Seine, safeguarding my precious baguette from the metro crowds jostling in the full cars. I could smell the baguette's fresh, warm, yeasty scent, and it was heady. I was starving too, but I walked up and down the Seine, searching for just the right spot, shaded somewhat from the hot early evening sun by a large boat, with the Eiffel Tower rising to my right as I sat on the edge of the bank. Stomach growling, I started to set out my dinner when the man walks by and says, "Bon appétit." I say merci, which was a mistake because apparently it was a green light for him to come back and strike up a conversation. Ugh. All I could think of was my baguette, my fromage, strawberries, prosciutto, and my stomach. The man wants to hang out sometime. He is portly, older, and seems very eager. Too eager. Perhaps his meaning got lost in translation when he says, "You seem lonely." Although I haven't had a real conversation with anyone since arriving, I do not want to spend any time with this man. I gave him my email address just to get rid of him. I told him I will only be here for a few days. I don't know what I'll do if I run into him again. "You're not my type," I wanted to say. "I do not want to be with you." I am not lonely despite being alone. I would rather have my little feast by myself than have to make excruciating conversation with someone who repulses me 1,000 times over. Finally, he left, and at last my bread and I were alone. Oh, it was such a satisfying, thrilling sound to break the baguette in two. Crunchy on the outside, soft as pillows inside. And how wonderful it tasted. Delicious doesn't begin to describe it. This meal will be hard to top. My tummy is full and happy. My heart, once again, is full. I'm happy, very much so.